Hello, wealthy, successful, money making traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video. Guys, I'm so glad you can be here with me. And before you have the Euro JPY on the 5-minute time frame. And I was making a video, got distracted by the price action, and thought that I would get into this market. Now, this trade may work out for me. It may not work out for me. I'm making this video today to show you what it is that I see when I think I have an advantage in the market, and I'm going to use past price action. So when I get in on a trade, I am looking for a flagship reversal candle. But once I get the candle, I'm also looking for that price to be supported. Let's go ahead and take a look at two examples that are very similar and the differences between those two candles. So here you have definitely a resurrection cross, and this also looks like a resurrection cross. Now the difference between this, and in my opinion, why this one makes a better entry point is because you know that price started here, it probably went down, or it could have gone up first, come back down, but then it closed at the exact same price as it opened at and created this cross. Here you had the same thing happen. Price opened here, either fell down here or it went up first and then fell down, but it closed back at the exact same point that it opened in. But the difference between this flagship reversal and this flagship reversal is here price closed above the last place that price closed in this candle. Here, price closed below the close of the previous candle. And you can see what happened. Here, price continued to follow. Here, price continued to decline. Well, it continued to follow upwards. And here, price declined. So that's the difference. And I look for things like this where you have a strong push to the downside after a lot of price action, but that strong push is not supported. So when I say supported, what I mean by that is for me to have this candle be supported, this strong move down, the next candle would have been bearish. It would not have been a piercing candle. But still, even with that, as tricky as the market can be sometimes, a good way to enter this candle is a break and close above that, which is here. So not only did it break above that candle, but it closed above that candle as well. And I am going to remind you of something I said a very long time ago, that no candle story is complete until that candle closes. You can never tell what that candle is going to do. You can tell a few seconds before it closes if you're on the 5-minute time frame, like maybe 4 minutes, 54 seconds or something. Chances are the candle's going to close in the way that you see it at that point. But 4 minutes, 15 seconds, you can't really tell. So wait until your candle closes or near closes before you make a decision on a trade setup. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking at this little trade situation here. So let's take this one and why it is that I entered this trade. Let's go and we'll blow that up a little bit so that I can explain it, because I am actually in this trade and I paused the last video and entered it, and then so you can see this really strong move up that's bigger than most of the candles over to the right. So you had a strong move that began, a strong candle that began this move, and then you had a very strong candle ending this move. And the reason that this looked like a good ending candle is because of the strength of the price action, but then it was not supported. So it opened lower and it fell down. Not only that, but you can see then we came to soon after close this candle's price action. So then I entered in before this candle closed, and here we are now. That's not to say that this market will not stop me out, But that is the advantage that I saw in this market. Here, you also have an engulf. You have an engulf that did not get immediate support, but look at that price action. And then pretty soon thereafter, you get the support. So most of the time when I'm looking for support of price action, I'm looking for the very next candle to say, yes, you made the right decision. However, sometimes, and the market may change, but sometimes you'll get one, two, maybe even three candles before that price action is supported. So I just wanted to take the time today to tell you some of the things that I'm looking for when I'm looking for an advantage in the market. Number one, I'm looking for price to have moved for a time. And then I'm looking for a strong move in the opposite direction. Here, you have a very strong engulf. It engulfed the previous two candles. And then I'm looking for most of the time the next candle to support it and say, yes, you are right in this decision. However, sometimes it's the second, third, or even the fourth candle that comes along and says, yes, you are right in this decision. Now, when I get a really strong move up like this, then I anticipate that price is going to be choppy for a very long time. So then I go and do something else. And then after a while, because you can see how much time passed before you got a legitimate strong pullback in the opposite direction. And now price is falling back down. Sometimes it's immediate like this, but most of the times, after you get a really strong move, you are going to get into a really choppy market. And unless you are interested in scalping for 3 to 5 pips or 2 pips, then most of the time it is not worth it, because usually you don't even get, and I'm sorry, I got distracted by the price action. Usually you don't even get enough to cover the spread. So stay out of choppy markets. They are definitely not your friend. Once you get a good move up, go do something else for a while. And you can pause this video and take the time to count the amount of candles before you got your next move up. But the move up, as you can see, didn't last very long. I just need to add a quick addendum. Something I forgot to tell you in the remake of this video. And also, I want to correct myself. When I said all of the price action to the right, I didn't mean that. I meant all of the price action to the left of this candle. So that's what I meant to say. Not to the right, but to the left. But I want to say one of the things that really helped to change my trading was Steve Nison's Japanese Candlestick Book, Volume 2. Volume 2 is way better than Volume 1. A lot of you can pick it up at your local library, but you can definitely find it online. Now I want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have a wonderful pip-filled trading day.